Any soldiers? Nothing says excitement like a bright cherry lip. And all the excitement I forgot how to put on my watch. Hello all my soldiers, how's it going? I feel like it's been a while since I did any kind of like book haul, like book talk, where I've done a lot of videos where I'm just like, I recommend this and I recommend this and this is a good one for if you want to read something like that. But I haven't really like sat down and like chatted for a little bit about stuff, you know? Also, I'm pretty sure my last actual book haul wrap up was in like February or some long time ago. And I figured that's overdue because in the last couple of months there have been some amazing books that have come out, but I haven't either bought enough, thank goodness for my bank account, but not good for my sanity to make a full book haul. So today I just wanted to talk about books that I've really loved over the last couple of months. Let's start off with this one, shall we? Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. Hot damn, this book did not disappoint. Second of the Lady Midnight Dark Artifices series. I adored this a lot. It was super intense, so much stuff happened. I really am loving where the characters are going and I'm loving where all this chaos is going to, because there was multiple times in the novel where I was just like, this can't be happening, what's gonna happen with that? Especially at the end, which I'm not gonna spoil, but like, Mortar Sword, Annabelle, what is happening? What's happening? What's going to happen? How is this possible? What kind of a hole did you dig yourself into, Cassandra Clare? Because you have an awful lot of digging to get yourself out. You need to like build a ladder while you're down there. Hell, start a new civilization so that they can figure out technology to build an elevator to get you out of that, because how is this possible? What's gonna happen? I'm really loving how her writing has grown a lot, and The Dark Artifices by far is my favorite series that she's done so far. And I'm just, why do I have to wait 2 years for the next one? I have so many failings! Another huge one this year was Echo War, A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas, third in the Thorns and Roses series. This book wasn't as good as Mist and Fury, but then again I think nothing was as good as Mist and Fury. What I really appreciate about this one especially is that it's an end book. So there's only two ways that this series is gonna end, right? Everyone lives or everyone dies. So you kind of already have preconceived notions about what's gonna happen. You're already ready for a certain outcome to occur. So I really liked how she wrote it so that it wasn't a typical ending for a war novel. Plus there are a lot of new characters introduced in this, or old characters that are reintroduced that I wasn't expecting to like, and especially some that I'm really interested in, so I'm hoping in the other spin-offs that she writes in this world that we get to see from them as well. And then let's just throw this in there for funsies because I couldn't resist buying the soft cover of Carry On by Rainbow Rowell because it's just so beautiful. I already own the hardcover. I don't need to be spending more money on the same book, but I did. It's just so neon, like it's so cool looking. How can you not want to buy this? There's a freaking dragon in the background. There's like bright green and purple, and it's a beautiful work of, wait, who actually designed this? Cover illustration is Kevin Wada, and cover design is Olga Gurlick. A+, guys, you freaking rocked it. Next book I absolutely adored. I'm trying to push it on everybody that I can to read it because it was just brilliant. That is Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. When this came out, there was a big kerfuffle over our main character, who is Ramona Blue, who is 6 feet tall and has blue hair. Because at the beginning she identifies as a lesbian, but by the end of the book she identifies as bisexual when her childhood friend, who is a boy, moves back into town. I never got anything about, oh, he's turning her straight and nothing like that at all. It's actually a really nice description of her having to inflect on herself and figure out what her identity is, and it's kind of about not having to necessarily put yourself into a box regardless of what that box is. This is a really beautiful story about family and sexuality and coming out and coming into yourself, and it was great. Let's break this up with a fantasy novel, shall we? I ordered, excitement, The Broken Ones by Danielle L. Jensen. Danielle L. Jensen does the Stolen Songbird series, which is like a trolls under the mountain that are cursed, fairies, witches, etc. And The Broken Ones is her newest novel that is a prequel to the events of Stolen Songbird. I am so beyond excited about this book because I really, really adored Stolen Songbird. I thought it was so well written. I thought it was like a good fairy tale-esque twist. The characters are so flawed and tragic, and there's lots of chaos going on, and there's so many characters that like you want to know how they got to that point. You want to know why they're evil, you want to know why they're broken, you want to know why all this stuff is happening to them, and you just want to like give them a hug and stuff. But like this part, now I'm gonna find out how it actually happened, but then it kind of makes me sad because I'm like, I can't stop anything happening in this. But then also like, most people get like kind of ish, happy-ish endings at the end, so like, I forgot I had this other fantasy novel. Alright, let's put this one up there too, and that is Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh. First of all, A++ for this freaking gorgeous cover because hot damn, I want this on my shelf. I was a huge fan of The Wrath and the Dawn, so when Flame in the Mist came out, I was so stoked. I was super excited. I bought it the day it came out. And this, people are saying, is a retelling of Mulan. And I can kind of see that. There are some similarities to it, especially the Disney version of Mulan, which is kind of funny. They have that whole, like, she's naked in the hot spring and then a guy comes along and she's like, oh god, I can't let him know a girl. So like that was kind of a funny little like homage to that. But there's also more homages to the original tale of Mulan because the main character is like, she's kind of badass. There's also some really good side characters in this, especially the love interest who, okay fine, that was the only thing I didn't quite love about this because he has these abilities but they never really explain them. That was kind of the only thing that was a little off on. I didn't mind it, but I kind of wish that there was slightly more world building. Alright, let's do another adorable one. Let's do Girl Out of Water by Laura Silverman. I begged for an advance copy of this from the lady that I work with and bless her, she gave one to me. And it's a super, super cute summer contemporary romance that is just, it's so heartwarming. So our main character, Anise, is a girl who lives in California. She's a big surfer girl. Her mother is just very inconsistent. She shows up whenever she wants to, she leaves whenever she wants to. She's kind of been raised by her dad. Then she finds out that her aunt got into a big car accident and they have to move to Nebraska to take care of all of her younger cousins. This is the last summer before all of her and her friends go off to college, so she's really upset that she has to leave everything that she loves behind to go to like the middle of nowhere in the USA. So while she's there, she learns more about her family and what it is like to take care of children, and then also we do meet a boy who is a very interesting character. He is a black boy named Lincoln who has one arm and is a skateboarder. He's pretty cool. I love their relationship. It's so cute and it's really organic and like natural. It's not just like I meet you and like suddenly we're in love because I'm in a contemporary novel. Then there's the book that myself and all of the word nerds are fangirling hardcore over right now, and that is When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon. I am not saying that properly, I'm very sorry. Dimple is a programmer whose mother is really obsessed with finding her this ideal Indian husband so that she can go off and get married, and Dimple is not having it. She's a programmer, she wants to go to the summer program so that she can learn more about coding, and she gets to go. But why does she get to go? Because her parents have arranged a marriage with a son of another family. When eventually they meet at this summer program, they do not get along well because Dimple is like, excuse you, sir, what the hell is going on here? But because they are partnered for this 6-week coding project, they have to work together and eventually they become friends, and the love is maybe there, maybe it's not. It's there, it's there. This was a really friggin' adorable book. I loved it so much. I love the families. I love a lot of the Indian culture references that are put in here because both of them are from Indian families, and that was really neat to read about because I haven't read too much about that culture in YA novels. Another book that I loved so much, but I actually don't have a copy because I gave it to my friend, is The Love Interest by Cale Dietrich. This book is absolutely 100% hilarious because it makes fun of every single YA novel while writing every stereotype in a YA novel. The Love Interest is about two boys who grew up in a facility that creates love interests for people of governmental interest. So they follow these people from when they're kids up into in their teens, and then they craft perfect good boys and bad boys for this person to fall in love with so that this organization can gain all of their secrets once the two people fall in love. But if this girl chooses one of them, the other one dies. Super high stakes. And then there is a budding romance, but between people that you would not expect. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was super funny and sarcastic and like pokes fun at everything. And the book that I'm most excited about is a book that I probably will have finished by the time this video goes up. But at the moment, I'm about halfway through, and that is Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. The first of which being The Savage Song. This takes place in a world where every act of violence creates a monster, and the bigger the act of violence, the more dangerous the monster is. The two main characters are Kate, a human who wants to become more monstrous, and August, a monster who would do anything to become more human. There is basically no romance, but a really good male-female friendship aspect that I know a lot of people appreciate because, you know, you don't always fall in love with the first guy that you see. Plus there's monsters, lots of action, kick-assery, conspiracy theories, Lots and lots of, you know, gore. There's a lot of blood, just saying. I love this world that Victoria Schwab has created. It's the reason she's one of my favorite authors, and I need to expand this shit. You can't see it, but there's a- wait, I'm backwards land. There's a darker shade of magic. And this Savage song. So I need to expand that shelf so I can put this one next to it. So there we go. There are some books that I've read over the last couple of months that I didn't haul, but I really wanted to talk about, at least a little bit. Just give some like general reviews, talk a little bit more about them, talk about which ones I really liked. Excuse me, who is using a saw outside? It is 11 AM. Rude. Please leave down below some of your own thoughts on these books. I'm sure a lot of you have some thoughts. Put them down below. You can click where you want to like the video, to subscribe. They're somewhere on either side of this video. You get it. Hope you guys are having a nice day wherever you are, and I will see you all next week. Bye!